Headline Bias Tracker for December 15th, 2023. Exclusive for, the people who really want to see it. There'll be a weekly recap coming soon. We're still getting it dialed in. But what we've got today is Tesla and Neuralink. Let's get to it. I've gone ahead and done the math in advance this time, so it's a little less painful. Starting off with Tesla, we've got the three recall ones. These are 2 days old. Well, 20 minutes ago, Tesla explains how autopilot nagged forced by NHTSA recall. That's new. That's a new headline on an old story. A recall. Come on, are we really recalling? We're not recalling. We need new nomenclature to accurately represent what it is we're talking about. So those are all negative. Zach's investment ideas feature highlights. This is positive. This sounds good. This sounds like this headline says, hey, good news. And it includes Tesla. The Sweden strike, this isn't going away anytime soon. 2 days, 2 hours, 2 days. In any case, Musk woes deepen as Tesla strike spreads across Scandinavia. Fine. It's a negative headline. Is it big? Is it important? Is it out of context? It's a negative headline. That's the part we care about. And you'll see, because we cover different ones each day, you can see the schedule up above there. You'll see that nobody gets the kind of negative headlines that Tesla gets, including the Boring Company. And today we're covering Neuralink as well. We'll get to them. You will see how that goes. Tesla's official release notes, that's pretty neutral. I mean, it's just neutral. It's just the release notes. Software update. If anything, it's a little positive. BYD launches sleek Song L electric SUV starting at $27 as a Tesla Model Y rival. That's pretty neutral. It's really a story about BYD. It is acknowledging Tesla as the leader in that form factor, in that size, in that particular vehicle. But it's also saying, look, we got one that's way cheaper. And maybe it is. But somehow those $27,000 cars made in China don't cost $27,000 when they leave China. And there's two reasons for that. Three, really. One is that it's a different car. It is a different car. If you look at the BYD the Seal, it is a different car. It doesn't even have the same wheelbase. It's a different car. The VW ID4 in China is a different car than the ID4 sold in Europe. It's a different car. And next one is the export, the tariffs when it crosses borders, and then the dealer markups and all that, and then the shipping cost and the shipping time, those all add to it. A $25,000, $30,000 car in China, even if it was the same car, would still be $40,000 by the time it hits foreign shores. News about Cybertruck. Ford CEO tweets about the Super Duty rescuing. We've covered this. It's there. It's been here for days. What he tweeted was, it happens. Trucks get stuck. This is how much replacement parts for Tesla's Cybertruck could cost. Negative. And by the way, the headline, the real story, if you click through, because I do click through, because I do read all the news, is it's $165 to replace the wiper blade. Well, that's the entire assembly. The blade itself is like $65 or $75, which is comparable to what you pay. A Range Rover is $50 per blade. A Mercedes-Benz is more than $75 for both blades. These are OEM prices. This is buying it from the manufacturer. That's always going to be the most expensive way. You will get aftermarket ones, and maybe they'll be cheaper, but you're only buying one blade instead of two. Tesla appears to be ramping up production. Yeah. Positive headline. And it does. There was 21 of them when Joe Tegmeyer went out there yesterday, day before. Tesla makes decisive move. Now we're talking investments. Tesla makes decisive move from key level. Is it time to buy? That's a good headline. Massive news for Ford stock, Tesla stock, and Rivian stock investors! Exclamation point. Very positive, Motley. But you are still a fool. And why Tesla stock triumphed today? Fine. Love it. It's great. Tesla's latest pricing change doesn't bode well for mass EV. Oh, the street. Tesla claims Powerwall cheaper. We talked about that one yesterday. Tesla passes 5 million sales, and Tesla China passes 20 million EVs. Positive. That's so good. And that's good news for the world. But it's also good for Tesla. Tesla's wireless charging platform, convenience, has a cost. Ugh. Come on, Julian. Tesla unveils, and now this is where the index really bumps up today because this is good news. It's crazy it took 2 days for it to make it into the top 25 headlines on Google News, which I am using with a VPN in incognito mode. Tesla unveils latest humanoid robot in demo video. Positive. Hits back at critics with impressive new Tesla bot video. You've got impressive in the title. Positive. Tesla unveils its next generation. Positive. And then we get back to this old chestnut. Why are they recalling almost all its cars in the U.S.? Blah. Dutch Vehicle Authority says no Tesla recall plan in Europe, and Tesla autopilot recall will not extend from U.S. to Europe. So we've got some better stuff going on here. We've got a lot of some Cybertruck news that was positive. We've got all the bot news that was positive. And as a result, today's media bias index is 0. Dead neutral. Dead neutral. Giving us a trailing 7-day average, which is actually only 4 days, because that's how long it's been going, of negative 47. Look at that. Then this is the 7-day here, the red line. It's slightly up. This was such a bad day. That's going to take quite a while to overcome. But that was Recall-mageddon. Ugh. Get real. So now we're doing Neuralink. For those who don't know, and I'm sure it's no one here, Neuralink is a fiber-thin brain implant system that can allow all kinds of computer-to-brain interface. And the idea in the short term is that it will allow people with profound disabilities, paralysis, to potentially regain nerve usage. But can't make an omelet without breaking some monkeys. Elon Musk's new monkey death claims spur fresh demand for an SEC investigation. The SEC gets into monkeys. Elon Musk has made a powerful new enemy. Is it a monkey? Because based on these headlines, it's probably a monkey. Researchers demo thought-to-text AI system that doesn't use invasive, permanent, and surgically implanted device. Now, they're not actually talking about Neuralink, but it's still a positive headline when you search Neuralink. Neuralink barrels into human tests despite fraud claims. Oh, God. Why? Why? Boy, if you really want your bias to be known, make a headline like that. Brain implant startup ready to start surgery. That's pretty good. Neuralink linked startup working on tech so you can work while you're sleeping. Now I assign this a rating of neutral because it's a positive headline if you like work and if you love the dystopian idea of working in your sleep. I'm still calling it neutral because it's got some good and bad. But Neuralink, Elon's brain implant startup, quietly raises money. So that's great. They raise money. That shows confidence. Neuralink, Elon's brain implant startup, quietly raises, U.S. lawmakers to scrutinize Musk's comments on Neuralink. Thousands line up. That's positive. People, well, why would anyone do this? Because I can't walk? I can walk. Because they can't walk? And they would like to be able to walk again, or at least have feeling in their feet. Just having feeling in your extremities can change your life. It can prevent amputations. It can allow you to begin or physical therapy so you don't lose your limbs. The gruesome story of how Neuralink's monkeys actually died. Was it from reading a Wired article? Did you make them read a Wired article? Because Musk's Neuralink to start human trial for paralysis patients. That's positive. Here's what Elon's chip is supposed to do. You were so close to not being terrible, but that's terrible. So close. You could have changed supposed to do to designed to do, and it would have been a positive headline. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Elon Musk says Neuralink is paradise that has never caused the death of a monkey. All those that died already. Okay, negative. Fortune. If I want to learn the future, I'd go to a fortune teller before I'd read you. Physicians Group, Elon's Dealbook Summit claims about dead monkeys may be security fraud. What about all the dead bears? Because Tesla stock has murdered quite a few bears. Elon Musk Neuralink wants to merge your brain with AI. At what cost? Now, guys, these are really, really pessimistic headlines, but we'll see here in a second how it's going. The makes an enormous promise for one of his more unusual ventures. This is a positive one, I'd say. The Street, right back at it. Now, The Street is a click farm. They don't care, oh, they've got an agenda. No, their agenda is selling clicks, and boy, do they sell clicks. They will take the high road, they will take the low road, they will take any road that leads to clicks. This mind-reading AI tool turns thoughts into text better than Elon Musk's Neuralink. Click farming. Why'd you put Elon's name in there? Neuralink raises money. That's positive. Brain implant startup set to begin human trials. Positive. And getting ready to do human trials soon. Neuralink's org chart, the top scientists and managers running the brain tech startup. I gave that a positive rating because top scientists. It would be neutral if they didn't say top, or if they just said the people running it, that'd be neutral, but it says top scientists. Neuralink wins FDA approval for a study. Funding raised, yes, good. Neuralink reportedly will take 25 minutes to insert what we know. That's great. And let's see. That might have been the full 25. Yeah, I didn't get this far. Brain chips like Elon's can change your personality. Oh, God, Business Insider, what are you doing? Very dumb. Very dumb. Now, those were really negative headlines, right? Well, remember that Tesla's media bias index today is 0 with a trailing of negative 47. But if we look at Neuralink, their media bias is plus 20. Yeah, they are slightly above neutral because a lot of those headlines were very good. It's hard to argue against helping people with profound disabilities like the inability to walk. We're not talking about inserting pop-up ads in your dreams, but in one case we are talking about working while you dream. That's terrible. That's a terrible idea. So, yeah, you can look up above, see the schedule for the rest of the week. We will keep moving forward. This is pretty exciting. And I'm just loving this rolling average. It's going to smooth out. Once we get past a week, we'll introduce a 30-day rolling average to see how it's going. If there are more topics that aren't listed up above me here that you think we should address once a week, once a month, whatever it is. We're not going to do politics. We're going to do tech. We're going to do tech. We're going to do investments. We're going to do... You can get the theme by looking up here, and we'll follow it. So, yeah, let me know. See you guys tomorrow.